Hello and welcome back to our new content, Settlement Survival, Building a Trade Empire series. We're on episode 2, and I did a little bit of pre-planning here so we can pretty much jump into it. And I am practicing what I preach when I told everybody that I do tents. And as you can see, I do have 2 schools queued up. I went ahead and tossed our shelter in so I don't forget that, and pre-measured for 4 mines, and went ahead and reserved some space for a cemetery. And just so I won't forget, I went ahead and placed the town hall out of the way. It's going to move several times, so I just want it out of the way for right now to where it's not going to be really in our way. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and assign 6 people. Yes, 6 people to getting some of this construction done. And we're going to also tell everybody else into this gather all. Oh, actually, let's do this. We're going to fell the trees first. So then that will get us some lumber. And then I'm going to tell them to let's pick up some iron. Because we're going to need that, because I know we're going to run out. And then we're going to tell them to pick up stone. And then we will go ahead and have them gather up whatever plants are going to be left over from our, because since they do things in order of priority, this should work. Now, I just have to make sure I don't have any stray buildings that are going to build, because that's just going to mess things up. So, it's time to get this series started. Everybody's going to grab their stuff, and of course it's 25 degrees outside. So we have a lot of unhappy campers, and people are just, let's see if we don't lose anybody to a freezing death. I'm hoping we won't, but it's the luck of the draw. Who's going to freeze first? Now, I do this since it's brand new content and all that, and not to make my life any more difficult than what it's going to be, I do have it set down to normal, and we are playing on a large map, so I just don't want the headaches. And this is hopefully the best route to take. Now, I don't like playing new content in hard modes. It's just the way it is. So, some people agree, some people won't, but yeah, it's the choice that I made for this series. Now, I like my new way of building stuff. I like to go green, so I like to put spaces in between everything, but unfortunately, I do want to get to the new content as quickly as possible, so it may not be as big of a green build as I want initially. But when it comes to taking trees and all that fun stuff, then we're going to have to really deal with everything from the north. Now, I'm sitting there watching all these guys doing their stuff and really not paying much attention here, which is, kind of a bad thing. So we need to get some fields in, and it may be a little late in planting, but I'll live with it. I don't think it's going to be too bad. So, and matter of fact, I'm going to hit I to see what we got. We have broccoli and rice seeds. Now, the one thing I have noticed, because I have fired at the map several times now, and it's looking like broccoli and rice are quite common in the map startups. Now, I could be wrong, but for all the maps that I went through before I started this series, just checking things out, that's what I saw. So it's going to be interesting. Well, now that we have all the houses placed, I want to go ahead and I'm going to get this well set up. And at the same time, we are going to get some storage set up. Try not to let this thing get away from me. And we're going to go ahead and place a storage yard right about here. And we need room. So that should be a 5x3. So life should be good. And we're going to, as soon as they build this, we're going to switch this over to water only. And I'm going to filter this off and change this to water only. Now, you're going to see me, I'm going to probably take pretty aggressive stance as far as how I control the warehouses, because it's been a pretty horrible thing over the past several of my builds where I've allowed warehouses to get out of control. Now it looks like both of these fields are planted, so I'm going to go ahead and pause them. They're going to go back to being laborers and get all this nice fun stuff made for us. Now another thing I am going to do is I gotta remember to quit pausing this thing. We're going to put down some more storage, and we're going to put storage hopefully right there. And now they're going to have plenty of stuff. Now I got to make sure I keep an eye on these fields. So now we have our water going. So what is most important right now? And it looks like it's our health. So I'm going to go ahead and get this clinic rocking. Oh, no. I can't get this clinic rocking. I need to get this first school built pronto. See, I'm still not used to doing my new build method here. And, if I want these fast extra development points, I got to get the school in. But we have water, so that's good. And let's make sure we keep an eye on these crops. Now, from what it looks like, they're almost done gathering, which is a good thing. And we're going to get them to gather some more stuff because we like this food. We like the herbage. So we're going to gather some more plants, and we're going to do it right over here. Now, I don't think they're going to get it all done, but, it is what it is. Now, our health is going down, and that's to be expected. But the great thing is, as soon as we get immigrants, woohoo, we're going to have the room for them. And the great thing is they're going to be able to start breeding right off the bat. So life will be good. And we have the school. And so now our development points are really going to go up. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the clinic started next. And now it's time to get these fields back in line, which is a perfect time because we can go ahead and hit I and check out what we got. And yay, agave. So that means we have what we need for spirits. And spirits are one of our main headaches, so we want to get that taken care of pretty quickly. And gotta love our water. And now I know you might be asking, hey Larry, you don't have roads in yet. And right now, roads are the last thing I want to worry about. I just want to get this stuff built and not worry about it. And, we have 130 wood, and that's probably not going to be enough to get us through the wintertime. So, once we get our health going, then we're going to go ahead and get this chopping house done. Now, we have 646 timber, so that is going to make our life a little bit easier. And from what it's looking like, they're getting this harvest done pretty quick. So that's not a bad thing. And since they're almost done harvesting over there, let's pick up some more plants and all that fun stuff over here. So then they'll keep doing their thing, and I can go ahead and release them since the fields are done. And we already have one person here for our health, and then our next person we're going to wind up doing is we're going to get our church done. And we're going to go ahead and get this chopping house started, and we'll throw 2 people in there just for this season. And I'm thinking we'll go ahead and punch this up to 300. They can do some work. Now, I know you're probably saying, Larry, you're running out of people. This is a bad thing. Well, actually, I'm not, but we'll be okay. And they're sitting there and they're doing all this harvesting, and so life is good. And how are we doing on iron? We're doing fine on iron. We don't have any immigrants getting ready to show up yet, so that I'm not too worried about. We are going to have to deal with getting our clothing. We're going to have to worry about our tools, and we're going to have to worry about our hunters, because unless we get an alpaca or something else, we're going to be in trouble. Because they haven't found another seed yet. With all of this going on, they're just like, doopy-doo, we're not doing this yet. And then we're going to go ahead and get this repair shop open, and then I'm going to go ahead and task them on this other school. And now the temperature's starting to drop. So, since the temperature's dropping, I want to go ahead and pull everybody back because I don't want anybody freezing. I want to keep everybody close to home. Now, granted, we still have 3 people, and that's okay. So, let's go ahead and pause it. Let's see how many... Wow, can you believe that? We already have 4 technology points, and it's only year 1. Can you believe that? I can. So, how are we going to spend these things? Well, that's a good question. So, we are going to go down the Research Institute. We're going to pop that. And I'm thinking paper as well. And for that, we're going to need reeds. So we're going to go ahead and pop the reeds. And another thing I'm thinking that we're going to need is we are going to have to get into some sand mining. Now, I know you're saying, Larry, you don't have all the people for that. And I get it. We don't. But we got to do some transitioning here. And see, my stuff is already falling into disrepair, and that's kind of a bummer. So we're going to go ahead and boost that up to 2 people. In fact, we can boost that up to 3 people, because why not? We have all these empty things and life is good. Now, ooh, new music. That's a new song. Aha, sounds like Chinese New Year music. Sounds cool to me. So now we have our hunter available. Yay. But we're still in wintertime, so that's kind of a bummer. And now we're going to use this first winter to get, and this is where the roads come in. I want my construction people to stay close. So it is time for roads. Because pretty much everything we wanted to get built in the first season is built. So I'm going to go ahead and get these roads drawn in. And it is going to make our life just a tad bit easier. And we have that one. And then we're going to go ahead and throw this one down. Now, I know a lot of you people are like, Larry, you didn't reserve room for your bathhouse. That's not normal for you. Well, I get it. But, believe it or not, the bathhouse is going to take where the hunter's at. So, that'll make life a little bit easier. Oh, did I get this messed up? No. Because this should go right here. And then we should go right there. Now, I know you're probably like, what are you doing? Well, we're going to have to start putting in housing pretty soon. So we got to get that done. We're going to let them get all these roads in. Let them play around for a few minutes. And why aren't they? I don't want that school up, guys. Get that school up. There's only one hit. Thank you. So now, this is where I'm going to start paring down the construction guys. So now, we're going to go ahead and get this school started up. And that is going to give us more development points. Because believe it or not, if you look at this is giving us 100% more. So we're actually getting 40 output. So that makes life a whole lot easier because if I recall, the research only gives us 30 from what I remember. But the great thing is they're going to be educating our students at the same time. So it makes life much easier. Now, it is December. I don't really like sending my construction people out this far. So what other fun things can we build and that we need to plan for? Well, what I did is, with how we're setting this stuff up, what I want to go ahead and do is we're going to go and plop some houses down. Now, if you notice, we could do this, and then we do that. And we're going to be able to plop, 3 down? So 1, 2, 3. And, oh, did I mess this up? Oh, I did. What a bummer. Tent's in the wrong spot. So we're going to have to make allocations for that. Now, why did I put 3 tents here? Well, with how this stuff is spaced off, I'm going to be able to get 2 villas in here. So when I'm building, I'm looking foremost right off the bat is to be able to replace these things with villas. So now that we know this is jacked up, that's just something we're going to have to take into account. So we're going to do that right here. And I'm actually, since this is free and clear, we're going to go ahead and move that right here. And I actually forgot to put my road in. My bad. So we're going to do that right there. We are going to open this up to 5 people. And we are going to get rid of this. which will make life a little easier for us. And turn this on. There we go. So the reason why I did that is we're going to actually place more storage, because I don't know when we're going to get the theater, and I want this as productive as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to, right here is actually really good. So we're just going to keep the big one for food. Big one for food, make life much easier. And now we are going to open up our another warehouse, and this new warehouse can be another general storage warehouse. So I'm okay with that. But if we want to make life somewhat easier, we could just limit this to clothing and other stuff, but I'm going to let that one stay dirty. So we now have to worry about getting our agave set up, and we have to worry about our clothes. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to find our distillery. And the nice thing with the distillery is it is a 6x6. And with this being a 6x6, we will actually be able to put this here. Ooh, and I almost messed this up. This would have been a bad thing. Now, we need to move this road. This road is not conducive to what I want. Now, I know you're like, Larry, you're not giving them any space to move around. Well, you know what? I really don't care. So, we're now set up for this right here. Since this is a 6x6 and this is going 12, we will be able to go ahead and put this here. Right, just like that. And then we're going to turn around and we can go ahead and throw down three houses. And it's not going to let me do that for right now. So that's no big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this building right here just so I can line things up. And we're going to put that there. Now, we need an agave field. So let's go ahead and our standard field, which is an 8x8. We're going to go ahead and toss that right there. And that should fit without any problem. And I bet you, this is one building too far. Oops. So, no, we want to get rid of that. So here we have 1, 2. Oh, this is why I was doing it. So we have, so that's 2 villas. And then that's just going to be a regular house right there. And, oh, this is what I was forgetting. We want to get big well right here. And with that big well right there, we're going to turn around and we are going to throw in and what should be, oops, my mistake is what it should be. I think I need to space this off 1. So let's go ahead and try that again. Yes, that is what I want. And yeah, we're getting close to this old stupid graveyard, but graveyard's temporarily too. So, oops, let's do that. And of course, it's not going to like this, which is fine. And we're going to have that there. But right here, we're going to go ahead and throw in another storage yard. And that's why I went 3 wide, is because we're going to set this one for water as well. Oh, keep beverages. So then We have that. Oops, I made a mistake already. Yeah, this whole design on the fly thing, it is what it is. So we got to get that moved. And I still made a mistake, but hey, it is what it is. What I want is... No. I'm getting myself all confused. Yes, water here. We will put more storage there. Ugh. And I'm gonna really kick myself in the butt here. So we're going to I'm going to get this right sooner or later. So beverages there. That's what we want. And get rid of this. Because I need to put this in half is what I need to do. And I will eventually get this right. So storage 3x3. And it is, so we need 3x4. 3x4 there, and another 3x4 there. This now is going to be beverage only, because we're going to stop people from pathing. So we have that. This is going to be just straight up the raw materials, and it's going to be for beverage only. So all we should get is our agave. That was more difficult than what it should have been, but it is what it is. So we're going to go to our raw materials and we're going to throw in agave. So life is good there. That was painful. Now we should be able to get several houses here. And that's what we want. So let's go ahead and throw in a couple houses here just to make life so much easier. So house here, and yes, we want to turn it into multiple dwellings. So now I'm going to have enough room for 4 of our villas. So life will be good there. And I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff paused off so nobody gives me a headache. So we'll get rid of this repair shop and we will throw the house in there. Oh, that's right. The house won't fit in there because the marketplace is too small. And we will fix that real quick too. So we have a good base coat going on right here. We have plenty of housing. We have more housing that we want. Now, why did I put in all this housing? I'm expecting students. We're going to be expecting a whole lot of students. But we're getting ready to open up our first mine. So we want people living close to where they work. And that's the whole point of the mine. I can go ahead and pause this water for right now. Oh, matter of fact, I can let it be built because everything else is on pause. And they can get the roads built so we can continue on. Life will be good. We're waiting for March. We got another technology point, which I'm not going to stress out about right now because we have plenty of other things going on. Now, these turkeys are just sitting there saying, oh, we bad. You can't do anything to us because you have no hunters. And I'm like, yeah, you just wait till it warms up, guys. Because once it warms up, guess what? We're going to release the Kraken. We're going to release our hunters. And they're going to have a field day with you guys. Now, the temperature is starting to warm up. So, before it hits March, if we look at our numbers, things aren't looking good. So, we are going to need we'll grab a little bit of that, and we're going to grab a little bit of this. Ooh. Okay, which one's stone? Which one's iron? Yeah. I think I'm going to be up a creek no matter what I do. So, we will just go ahead and steal this stone. There we go. And we'll get them going. I could have probably grabbed the iron from here, but it is what it is. So, where do I have everybody working? Because nobody wants to do anything. And that's a no bueno. We don't need 5 people anymore. Since things are slowing down, we'll go ahead and bring those down to 2. Oh, that's right. I got them in repair. So since everything's repaired up, we go back down to 1 person. That brings us 5. And who is annoying me and who can we stop their employment? Oh, that's right. We don't need the market guy. So we can pause him too. Now, this is going to get us the people that we need to work. They shouldn't freeze to death. And life should be good there. We're going to have our stone. And how many points do we have now? Oh, we only have 1. What a bummer. And we have our crop. Yeah, these are just old icons. Just trying to get rid of them. So we're into February now. Life is good. We just got another technology point. Life is good. Now we have 2 things we need to work on right now. Now that it's 40 degrees. I only have 5 people. Why do I only have 5 people? Did somebody die? That I do not know. Did I lose somebody? Oh no, I know what happened. They went ahead and put Henry in here for our spirits. And you know what? I don't need spirits right now. So we're coming close up to February. And so this is where we have to make a choice with the people that we have, because we don't have that many people. We have to look at our food, 24.55. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to throw out a couple hunters. We're going to turn that on. Well, I should say 3 hunters. And we're going to fire up this field and we're going to do broccoli. And how are we doing on our agave? Well, we don't have very much, but nobody's drinking. Now, what we have to worry about next is going to be getting our tools up. But right now, I need this built. And I need this built something fierce. So we're going to go ahead and send them on that duty. And right now, they're getting ready to start on planting. And that's what we want. Planting is good. But we're coming up on 34 minutes here. And I know you're like, Larry, you didn't show us new content. You didn't even discuss new content. And the reason why I didn't is, what good is new content if we're not stable? We got to get the first things first in order. So we're doing decent on food. We still have lumber. And you're like, you're not even in houses. Yeah, but people are breeding still. We already had a baby. Come on. And we already have a turkey. Can you believe that? We have our first turkey. So I can go ahead and pause these and I can get this field fired up real quick and just maybe we might get something done here. And I'll save it to the next episode. So If you like what you saw, hit like. If you've never been part of this channel, I'd highly recommend you follow, because if you like settlement survival content, I'm constantly uploading. We're not talking one a day. I could have 5, 6. Plus, I'm going to be adding a live stream, so that's going to be good. And absolutely comment, please. If there's something you're confused on, leave a comment. I will be more than happy to type a response back. Plus, there's a good chance I'm going to respond on the video back. So please leave comments. So we're going to call this episode done. I'm going to wish you a happy good evening, good day. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. Stay safe. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.